Hi everyone. So how are you? So allow me to share my screen with you. So before I proceed to my lesson, to my topic, allow me to begin it with an opening prayer. In silence, let us offer our personal intentions, our prayer, and let us bow down our head.
Dear God, thank you for the opportunity to meet together. Please help us to come together to make this institution reflect your kingdom. Breathe life into our ideas and decisions. Help us build a team that has love and respect at its heart. Give us the strength to continue working for your kingdom in this time of pandemic. Lord, come give us the inspiration to be the best we can be. May we be a shining example of your goodness and truth within, wherever we are. Inspire our thoughts, discussions, and ideas, and continue to remind us that all that we do here today, all that we accomplish, is for the pursuit of truth for the greater glory of you. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. So read and follow the instructions. So this is a brainstorming. So say the color of each word. Don't read the word. So let's measure how fast can you say it. Okay, let's start. Okay, time's up. So now that you're all awake and attentive, let us proceed to the lesson proper. Okay, my report is all about conic section, particularly on ellipse. The end of the lesson, the learners will, number one, able to understand some definitions on ellipse. Number two, able to identify and sketch the graph of a simple ellipse. Number three, independently able to solve problems related to ellipse. Number four, able to relate some images of ellipse in their surroundings. And number five, develop critical thinking skills and problem solving. Okay, what is an ellipse? Ellipse is a set of points in a plane whose distances from two fixed points is a constant. So we have an image of a circle, an ellipse, a parabola, and a hyperbola. So figure 1, this is an image or a picture of what is an ellipse. Here, this one, the long broken line, color blue, is called the major axis. And then, this is the horizontal, and the vertical line, broken line, color blue is the minor axis. Now we have the center, black, that color black na dot, and then the focus color green, and the vertex color red. Proceed. Foci. The two fixed points, f sub 1 and f sub 2, whose distances from a single point on the ellipse is a constant. So, mo ni siya ang foci, kaning color pink. So niara no ni gi-point siya sa color blue. So that is our foci. Major axis, the line that contains the foci and goes through the center of the ellipse. Yan siya, color green. Vertices, the 2 points of intersection of the ellipse and the major axis, now denoted by V sub 1 and V sub 2. Nara, vertex color red. The points sa color red. Minor axis, the line that is perpendicular to the major axis and goes through the center of the ellipse. Here, color violet, minor axis. So equation of an ellipse center at 0, 0, where major axis is along the x-axis. An equation of the ellipse with center at 0, 0, foci at negative C0 and C0, and vertices at negative A0 and A0 is given by this equation. No? X squared over A squared plus Y squared over B squared is equal to 1. So mo gini siya to ang equation sa to ang ellipse, where A is greater than B and B is greater than 0. So clearly, A and B should not be equal to 0. And B squared is just equal to A squared minus C squared. Remember this formula. No? Okay. Ato ara man gyapon ning gamiton unya. So here, no, example sa atong image na ellipse. So here, we have the focus, no, kaning pink, kani, then kani. Then the major axis kani diri, and the minor axis is kani, sorry, kani. So B, C, and A. Okay. This one is major axis along the x-axis. No, because clearly x is longer than y. So mo ni siya ang forma sa ato ang ellipse. How about equation of an ellipse center at 0, 0, where major axis is along the y-axis? An equation of the ellipse with center at 0, 0, foci at 0, negative c, and 0, c, and vertices at 0, negative a, and 0, a is given by this equation. X squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared is equal to 1, where a is greater than b and b is greater than 0, and b squared is equal to a squared minus c squared. Notice here, nga si a nakang y, and si x is b. It's because this is, no, major axis is along the y-axis. So mo din ang image sa ato ang ellipse. Major axis is on the y-axis. No, mas taas ang y, no? Vertical and horizontal. So, human naman ta sa mga terms, sa mga definition of terms. Let us now have example. Example number 1. Find the vertices for the major and minor axis and the foci using the following equation of an ellipse. So we are going to find for the vertices, the major and minor axis, and the foci with this equation. The equation is x squared over 25 plus y squared over 9 is equal to 1. Clearly, the major axis is along the x-axis. Kaya po ang x, no, 25 compare sa 9. Vertices of major axis. A squared is equal to 25. Okay. A na to kay 25 man. And square root of 25 is equal to positive, negative 5. And that is our A. And the vertices of our major axis is negative 5, 0, and 5, 0. How about the vertices of our minor axis? B squared is equal to 9. Naraman, naman yung B. Then, the square root of 9 is positive, negative 3. So, our vertices is 0, 3, and 0, negative 3. How about the foci? So, since given naman si A, given naman si B, so, gamito na to ni nga formula. Si C atong pangitaon. So, the formula is C squared is equal to A squared minus B squared. Just substitute the value, 25 minus 9, so is equal to 16. Then, the square root of 16 is positive, negative 4. And that is our C, or our foci. Our foci is negative 4, 0, and 4, 0. Notice na nasa sa x, no? It's because our major axis is along the x-axis. So kung asa ato ang major axis, dito po ato ang foci. Copy? Okay. So, we are now going to graph. Here, color violet is our major axis. Color black dot is our minor axis. Connect together. So, mo din ang forma sa ito ang ellipse. No, dili kay siya perfect no pagkakuha nako pero mo gina siya ang dagway. Then our foci is here, color red. And this is the image of our ellipse based from this equation. Next, example number 2. Find the vertices for the major and minor axis and the foci using the following equation of an ellipse. So, the given equation is 4x squared plus 9y squared is equal to 36. So, we have to divide both sides by 36 para equal na siya sa 1. So, muna din siya ang equation. 4x squared over 36 plus 9y squared plus 36 is equal to 1. Then, reduce to lowest term. So, the new equation would be x squared over 9 plus y squared over 4 is equal to 1. Major axis is along the x-axis. Tinuod, dili. Tinuod, no? Kaya mas dako man si x kaysa sa kang y. So, vertices of the major axis. A squared is equal to 9. And then, the square root of 9 is positive, negative 3. And that is our A. So, vertices nato is negative 3, 0, and 3, 0. Vertices of the minor axis. B squared is equal to 4. B is equal to the square root of 4 is positive, negative 2. So, vertices nato sa itong minor axis is 0, 2, and 0, negative 2. How about the foci? So again, na naman tayo A, na naman tayo B. So we are going to find for C. Very good. So C squared is equal to A squared minus B squared. Substitute the value. So 9 minus 4. So C squared is equal to 5 and the square root of 5. Positive, negative, square root of 5 is our C. So, ang value sa positive, negative 5, positive, negative square root of 5 is 2 point something. Ano na siya? Pwede na natin i-decimal. Pero dire rational akong gig. Okay, now we can graph. Yan na naman tayo A, na naman tayo major axis. minor axis, and foci. We can now graph our ellipse. Here, color violet. Muna ito ang major axis. Color black, our minor axis. Very good. Connect together. So that is our ellipse. Our foci, 2 point something man to. So nadiha. 2 kapin. And this is our equation sa ito ang ellipse based on this given equation. So okay pa ta? Okay, here, no, I included some image or things nga makita nato, ma-recall din nato, ug ma-associate nato siya. Grabe, ma-recall, ma-associate pa na into ellipse. Okay, this is a football, and this is the solar system where Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are orbiting around the Sun. Here, this is an Earth's orbit. It orbits around the Sun. And we have a dome. Mga dome na ellipse ang iyahang forma. Okay, so there's a lot of images nga ma-relate na to siya sa ellipse. Muna nga kung makuha sa mga estudyante or sa mga bata, makita nila, ngayon nga mga figure, may ganun sila, ellipse na siya. Okay, at least ma-recall. Bala na, wala ma-recall ang formula, basta na-recall ang nga ellipse. Okay, let's proceed. Example number 3. Find the equation of an ellipse given a vertex of 0, 12 and focus of 0, negative 6.633. And we are going to graph the ellipse. Here, given ato ang vertex, no, presented by A. Then our focus presented by C. So ito ang pangitaon C, B. So isolve sa nato. Okay, vertices of major axis 0, 12 and 0, negative 12. Okay, A is equal to positive, negative 12 nara. So our A squared is equal to 144, and that is our major axis. Vertices at our major axis. How about the vertices of the minor axis? Di ba wala man sa given. Okay? Major axis naman ug kini is focus. So ato asang kapihon na ang focus nga positive, negative 6.633. So C squared is equal to 44. It's because the square root of 44 is positive, negative 6.633. So B squared is equal to A squared minus C squared. Substitute the value of our A and C. 144 minus 44. So B squared is equal to 100, and the square root of 100 is positive, negative 9. And that is our minor axis. Negative 10, 0, and 10 and 0. So, ato na dayong imuan og equation. Kaya ato pa mang i-find ang equation. So, ito ang sulat atong equation nga x squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared is equal to 1. Nganong a man ni diri sa y, nganong b man ni diri sa x? It's because clearly ang ato ang major axis kay naa sa y-axis. Okay? So substitute the value x squared over 100 ato ang b plus y squared over 144 ato ang a is equal to 1. And this is our equation. Now we are going to graph. Here, black na dot, no? That is our major axis. Vertices of our major axis. Violet na dot, that is our minor axis. Very good. Then connect. So that is the form or the image of our ellipse. To ada yung foci, no? Color red. 6 na siya kapin. So muna siya. So as you can see, I counted this one as 2, 4, 6. No? Muna siya nga inana. And that is the equation of forma or image sa tuang ellipse. Okay? Okay, example number 4. Find the center, vertices, and foci given the following equation of an ellipse. How about ingani? Ang iyang center kay dili 0, 0. So we will try. Given equation, the quantity of x minus 3 squared over 25 plus the quantity of y minus 9 squared over 9 is equal to 1. So we have to locate our center first. Remember, no, sa previous lesson na to, natang center is just equal to h and k. So our h and k here is kani. Si 3 and si 9. That is why our center is 3 and 9. Major axis is along the x-axis, of course. Okay? Ako si x. So, nasa sa x-axis ang major axis. Daghan na kay axis. Vertices. A squared is equal to 25 and the square root of 25 is positive, negative 5. So, vertices is 3 minus 5, 9 and 3 plus 5, 9. Nganong naman na yung mga inana? Nganong napa may 3 minus 5? Again, our center is 3 and 9. So si x na siya 3 daan. Si y na siya 9 daan kaya dito man ang center. So we have to simplify sa. So 3 minus 5 sa ito ang a nga positive, negative 5. Ngayon ato ang y is 9, dili siya 0. And 3 plus 5, 9. And that is the vertices of our major axis along the x-axis. Negative 2, 9, and 8 and 9. Vertices of the minor axis. B squared is equal to 9. The square root of 9 is positive, negative 3. So the vertices of the minor axis, no, is 3, 9 minus 3, and 3, 9 plus 3. Notice, nga si x naman ay 3, dili man na siya 0. Then, si y is na ay 9. So 9 minus 3 and si 3 din siya diri, tapos 9 plus 3. Positive, positive 3, negative 3. So, the vertices of our minor axis is 3, 6, and 3, 12. How about our foci? So again, natay A, natay B. So the formula is c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. Substitute the value. 25 minus 9. Square root of 16 is positive, negative 4. Okay? So our foci is 3 minus 4, 9. And 3 plus 4, 9. So naagi na siya 3, no? Kay ang ato ang foci is along the x-axis man. Tapos na naman siya ay 3 daan. So 3 minus 4 and 9 and 3 plus 4 and 9. So our foci is negative 1 and 9 and 7 and 9. So ato din ito siyang i-consolidate. Ang equation, center na to gani, pila? 3 and 9. Pila tong vertices sa major axis? Negative 2, 9, and 8, 9. Vertices nato sa minor axis? 3, 6, and 3, 12. Foci? Negative 1, 9, and 7, 9. So, we can now have its graph. Center, no? 3, 9. 3 sa x, 9 sa y. Vertices sa major axis. Ara, negative 2, tapos saka na yun, 9. Then, 8, tapos saka na po 9. This is our major axis. Minor axis, 3, then saka ka 6. Then, yung isa, 3, saka din sa 12. Connect them together. That is our ellipse, the image of our ellipse. The foci, so negative 1 and 9. And the other one is 7 and 9. And this is the image of our ellipse. So I hope you get everything, no, from example 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is just very simple, but there's a lot of example na pwede nato practicean when we deal with ellipse. So okay pa ba ta? Okay. So are you still okay? So remember, it's okay to be not okay. Famous kani kay Boy Abonda ba? Sa una. So yun na rin, hindi akong giganahan na ako ang yung answer, ganahan ko siyang answer. Iya rin ito bagay. It's okay not to be okay when you're struggling and you are feeling down because whatever you feel is valid. However, it is not okay not to be okay when you allow yourself to prolong your sadness and suffering. Every emotion and feelings is valid at any given moment. And you just have to choose where your life can be beautiful. No? Chada no? Chada yahang answer. Okay? So thank you for listening. And everyone, no, I would like to greet you, advance Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of us. Thank you.